Hi, and welcome back. Creating a song using audio loops is a fun and easy way to write a song. In this video, I will show you how to add loops to a project to create a song using the included song construction kits. Now, first we need to create a project. You can create the project from the Quick Start menu as we've done in the past, but right now I'm going to do it a different way using File, New. I'm going to call it My Project. Now, before we move on, we're going to choose a template. There are 18 templates for different types of songs in different tempos to use with song construction kits. I'm going to choose Pop Medium Tempo 1 for this example and click OK. Now this section of the screen is called the track view, and at the top we have the time ruler. And in the time ruler we see markers that indicate the different parts of a song or sections of a song. We see intro and verse. And if we zoom out a little bit, which we can do right here by clicking on the zoom out, or we can drag this zoom bar here, we'll see we've got all the different sections of a song already laid out for us in this template. We're going to align loops to these song sections to build a song. But first, we're going to choose an appropriate layout for the screen. This section of the screen is called the control bar, and each of these groups of controls is called a module. This module is for screen sets. I'm going to choose a screen set called Add Loops. There's also a hotkey number 2 to go directly to it. Now, in addition to the track view, we see the browser and the multi-dock. We don't need the multi-dock right now, so we're going to close it. There's two ways. One, we can click here on this little arrow to collapse it, or I can just hit D. D opens and closes the multi-dock. Now let's go back to the browser. If for some reason the browser's not open, you can open and close it using this button right here. You can also open and close it using the command B. And we also want to look at the Media tab. So if it's not on the Media tab, just click right here. And then this is the browser preset area. We want to choose 01 song blocks. And this will give us a wide variety of loops we can use to build a song. And we've got quite a lot of stuff on the screen here, but we can filter this out. Since we're building a medium tempoed song, all we need to do is type some of the word medium here to filter to show only the medium loops. Now you'll notice the loops are organized by bridge, chorus, and verse, and we can sample any of the loops by just clicking on them. We can start and stop the preview by clicking this play stop button right here. So let's start to build our song. First, let's try to find a verse that will work. So I'm going to start here with the verses. So now that I've auditioned these, I kind of liked a couple of them. Medium verse 02 and 05. 05 sounds more like my main verse, so I'm going to drag it and drop it into this track that says song blocks near where it's lined up with verse 1. And it will automatically snap into verse 1, and it will also be set up to the project tempo. I can play it back by just clicking here in the time ruler and then hitting the space bar. Hitting the spacebar again will stop playback. Alternatively, I can also always use the transport buttons up here in the control bar. Now, while I was looking for a verse, I really kind of like this one, Medium 02, as an intro. So I'm just going to drag that into the area that says intro. And you see that lines right up. So now I've got an intro and a verse. Now I'm going to zoom out a little bit so we can work on the next verse. Now for verse 2, I want it to be exactly the same as this one. This is a way you can work with loops. First of all, make sure this button is on. This is the Smart tool. If we go to the edge of the loop, you'll see that the cursor changes to a double arrow shape. We can just grab and drag this out to fill in the second verse. Now let's look for something that will work for the chorus. I'm just going to click on a few of these and see if I find something that I like. Yeah, I kind of like that. That gives me some contrast between the part that I have here. So I just need to drag this up and drop it on chorus. Now you see it didn't line up quite right. If I go to the lower part of the loop, you can see I get this drag cursor. I can now drag that loop in and snap it in to line up with chorus 1. I'm going to zoom out just a little bit more. Now I think I've got an intro, a verse, another verse, and a chorus. I'm just going to play a little bit here from the verse into the chorus just to see how that sounds. Not bad. Now I want to repeat the verse part for the next 2 verses. To duplicate a clip, I hold down Control while dragging from the bottom half of the clip. I'm going to do the same thing for the chorus, and then let's just slide out here and see what we've got for the ending. We need a part for the bridge. Let's listen to some bridge options. All right, we're going to take this one. We can always change these later. Now I'm going to duplicate this chorus again into the final part of the song. So I'm going to hold down Control while I drag this over. And now I want to duplicate that. So I just need to drag from the edge and duplicate it out until we get to the point where it says fade out. If I point to the top right corner of the clip, the cursor becomes a triangle. This triangle is a fade handle. I can just drag it back to create my fade. I'll just click on the timeline, hit spacebar to play back. That fade out's entirely too long, so I'm going to adjust it by reducing the length of this clip by dragging, and then I'll make a quicker fade out like this. All right, so we've sketched out the entire song. So far, all the clips we've been working with are 8 bars long. Let's try some clips that are 4 bars long. Now, in the preset area, let's go to rock guitar. Now, the medium filter is still set on, so we're only seeing the rock guitar medium parts. Let's audition some of these and see if anything will work with our song. Now, an interesting trick here is that if the song is playing back and we click on these, we'll actually hear these loops against the song. Now, a couple of these are pretty cool, but I really like this one. So I'm going to drag it over here and use it as part of the intro. Now, to make it long enough, I'm going to drag the edge of it and just move it out a little bit. Let's rewind and play back. All right, let's just see how that sounds against the verse. I don't think so. Maybe it'll work on the chorus. I'm going to drag a copy of it, so I'm going to hold down Control while dragging to move this over to the chorus. We'll play a little of the verse into the chorus. Yeah, I think that sounds great. Let's just do that for the rest of the song. Hold down Control while dragging to get this over to the next chorus. I'll do it again to get it to the final chorus. I'll move out a little bit here. I'll drag this out to the end of the project, and then I'll put a little bit of a fade out on it by using this triangle tool at the top corner. All right, I think I'll save the song. I can just click right here to save the song. Now, with this template, there's a lot of tracks that are set up for other kinds of parts, and you'll find that there are presets to go right to the loops for all those different kinds of parts. You certainly don't have to fill in everything, or you can use this as a basis to do your own recordings. Keep in mind, when you create a new project, there's a wide variety of these templates to choose from in different tempos, and for each tempo, there's 6 different options, so we've got 18 different templates. Also, don't feel constrained to these song sections. You can click and move them around, and you can also right-click on them to rename them. So if you didn't want to go into a chorus here, you could rename this a verse, bridge, or breakdown. Now, one more tip. You can easily adjust the tempo of your project, and all the loops will automatically match. We've been listening at 100 beats per minute, which sounds like this. But we could easily just click right here, type in 120 to speed it up a little bit. Or we could type in 90 to slow it down. A really fun and powerful feature of Music Creator 6. So now you should have a much better understanding of the basics of working with loops and the song construction kits in Music Creator 6. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.